which has kind of precluded me from doing assessments from getting an ADOS here. And I know you said the same thing with the stat, that it's like $500. And so I don't know, if the same thing's going where if you do one of the trainings, you can get it for cheaper. If there's another option, like I know with the ADOS, they're very much about you need to get the kit. Like you can't get toys that are like the toys because there's specific things that the toys are pulling for. And so, yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are on that or the cost of part of things.
Right. When I did it, it was I believe it was a free training, and then they gave us the materials as well. And so I don't know if that still stands, but they sounded like they were open to trying to get it disseminated into as many places as they could. And then the stat protocol itself is only $1 per administration, which is not too bad.
Really cost effective, yeah.
Yeah. And so this is, I don't know if you all can still see it, but this is the Vanderbilt website that that talks about it. And so you would go to a training, and then what they do is they send you a CD of some administrations, and then you code it and send it back, and that's kind of an additional way you get standardized in it. You can also, though, do a training online, like you don't have to do an in-person training. And so I think the online training is like $200 or something. But for us, we have like in the department, we have like some educational monies each year for conferences and everything. And so I was able to use some of that. And but I know it is harder for other places that are more strapped maybe for resources like this. But I mean, if as the clinic, if you pay for any other screeners that you administer, I mean, you could kind of sell it as, hey, this is just another way that we're providing services, and really, it's a way of the clinic to, I think, advertise what they're doing and kind of get a good reputation within the community as a place who provides this kind of comprehensive care.
Matt, this is Tanya. Thank you for presenting on such a great topic. I'm curious, the stat is just kind of a very restricted kind of age, like 2 to 3 year olds. What do you do for kids older than that? Because I know we get a good majority of kids that are being screened, either the 18 to 24-month-olds, and a lot of kids around that age 4.
Yes. So when I went to the training, they were saying that all the research has been done on 24 to 36 months, but they were advocating for it to be used down even potentially to 18 months, or kind of having a little wiggle room on either side of the 24 to 36 month age range. But if it's a kid who is 4 or 5 or older, I don't use it anymore, and we just refer them on to for more of the comprehensive evaluation. So it definitely is not solving all of the problems, and I don't have I don't have kind of a whole protocol or feel like I have the expertise to, to diagnose teenagers or other older children without some backup in terms of assessment resources. So it really is kind of this restricted age range, but it is also an age range that we're also identifying kids a lot in that range and referring them out. So I'm hoping that, in the long run, this will at least help decrease the wait times on some of these, on some of these specialty evaluations.
Hey Matt, this is Cody. I really appreciate this because this is something we've been kicking around doing here at Nationwide. The chief of my department is also the chief of the Child Development Center who does our autism evals, so he's kind of got a foot in each camp, and we've been kind of hammering out some of these details. And one of the details is your first visit. It looks like the first BHC follow-up, that 30-minute visit where you do the ASRS and the BASC. We try to stay pretty integrated here, so like 80% or more of our appointments are on the PCP schedule, so we try to maintain that as much as possible. And so this is a place that we've been talking about like what is the incremental validity of doing like the ASRS or a BASC or that full interview, that full 30-minute appointment. And I know you might not have data on it, but just from your own personal experience, do you feel like you're getting